wear my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the...
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington football team.
Set to kick off.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done for deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And that'll be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
First and 10.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
86. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Big air, big air, big air. Hawk 70, trap 60, trap 60.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive. Good for 15 and a first down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On the carry.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
In punt formation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they give this time to the tailback. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Gain at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 3. Washington nothing.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. he's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
47.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped off.
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it, and the Falcons grab it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took him a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. That catch good for only a couple. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
45, 45, 45, come on, go! And here we go, watch the pass, watch the pass.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll drop the throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for number 34. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. 30, 10, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball. Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
56.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Falcons.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Falcons 24. Washington, nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Open man here is Foster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Complete to Steven Sims. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And that one almost intercepted. far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, Gibson, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Play action. They'll throw. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go. And got his man. Complete. And he will be taken down. But a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Washington 3.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Complete.
That's good for 28 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal.
3-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. The extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Falcons 31. Washington 3. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them.
It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And this one is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. 41. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first, or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards, the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
McLaurin, incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Washington 10.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass it.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, can't put $1, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I